Hey, Stampers, it's Trevis. Thanks for watching today for our Video Friday. And so today we are going to be continuing with our Stamp-Along series. We're going to be doing that today and one more week. And then in July, we'll have new series starting on Tuesdays and Fridays. I'm not going to tell you what they are yet, so that'll be a surprise. I will let you know. Today, we are going to be making our card, and I gave you on Tuesday, I gave you the list of what you would need to bring if you want to stamp with me. If you're watching this on the replay, you can certainly make the card if you'd like, or just watch. These are the items that I said you needed. Okay, so if you have them cut and ready to go, then you can stamp with me. If you don't, you can go back to the Tuesday video, or the video, not the video so much, but I think I do talk about it, what you need. But if you look on my Facebook page, you'll see a printout of that. So if you want to look specifically at the items, you can look on there. Okay, so I hope you're having a good week. We got back from our cruise, our family cruise on Saturday. It was amazing. We went to Aruba, Bahamas, Coco Cay. We had a great family vacation. And then on Monday and Tuesday, I did clubs this week, and I do have one of those club cards to show you at the end. I hope I don't forget. I will try to remember because I love this card. So today we are going to be making this cute card. It's not overly difficult, so hopefully you're stamping with me. Okay, so as I said, you needed a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of cardstock and for your cardstock base, and I picked Flirty Flamingo. And I scored it in half at 5 1/4. So let's fold that in half. Okay, we have that ready, and that's our cardstock base. Then I said you needed a piece of designer series paper, or you could stamp if you don't have designer series paper and you want to just make something kind of cute. You could stamp all over it, make your own, or you could, just come up with an idea that it is gonna show on the front of the card. So you need to have something. This piece, I love the back of this, but I'm going to use the gold side. This is from Nature's Sweetness. This is from the 12 by 12 pack that was carried over from the last mini catalog. And, or was it the mini catalog or the annual catalog? They did carry over a lot of designer series paper this year, which was a pleasant surprise. I was shocked because they usually don't. So this piece is 2 by 5 1/4. And then I said you needed 2 pieces of cardstock matching the same color as your cardstock base. This is 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4. And this one's 2 by 5 1/4. So this is exactly the same size as this. Okay. And then I said it was optional. If you wanted to use an embossing folder, you could. I am going to use Eyelet. This is a new 3D folder. So I have my cut and emboss right here by me. So I am going to run this through, and I'm going to run these 2 pieces right here through the cut and emboss. So if you have your embossing folder picked out and you have your cardstock cut, now's the time to run it through your cut and emboss. Okay, so this is a 3D, so I'm using plates 1 and 4. Okay, so 1 is the platform and 4 is the grade plate. Okay, and I always run it through. I tell you this every time, but I just like to reiterate that I run it through with the fold going in first. All right, so I'm going to run this through. I love this little folder. I'm kind of an eyelet girl. I love gingham. I love plaid. I love eyelet. Love all of that. Okay, so I have that done. It's really the only thing I'm going to use my cut and emboss for today. I'm going to do a little fussy cutting. Okay, so I have these ready. And look how cute these are when you run them through. I love them. Okay, so now what I'm going to do next is I am going to start to put my card together, and then I'm going to do my stamping separate. So what I want to do now is I want to put some dimensionals on the back of these. And I said you needed dimensionals, so get those out. I'm just going to use these minis because they're right here by me. Whatever size you have handy, use those. I'm going to put 6 on this one because they're so small. And I'm going to put 4 over here, I think. or 3. 3's good, I think. Okay, this doesn't need any dimensionals. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just adhere this one first. If I can get the back off of my little dimensionals. Okay, so this card is going to open this way. So I am going to just stick this down. I'm going to give it that edge, just like that. Okay, so you have that popped up piece right there. Okay, and then this piece, I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive on it. So whichever side you want to use, just go ahead and put your adhesive on the back. And you can use liquid glue if you like. I'm obviously using Stampin' Seal. So I'm going to tuck this under just a little bit under this piece so that it doesn't show, the edge doesn't show. Okay, so this is not popped up. This is flat, and then this is popped up. And then, I hope I'm not going too fast. I am a fast stamper. I know I am. People say, you really stamp fast. But you know what? I just make a lot of cards, so I'm well trained. Okay, so take these dimensionals off. And now I'm going to butt this up to this edge. Not all the way. I'm going to give it that border. Okay. Ooh, well, it's fine. It's a little bit, I should have put that a little bit lower. Oh, well, we're not going to pull it up. So I really didn't want that gold to show right there, but that's okay. Okay, so this is recessed now, and these are popped up. All right. So now the stamp set that I chose is Poised Peony. I love peonies. I lived at our other house. We had this big peony bush. Pink peonies. They smell so good. So I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to use Best Birthday Wishes. Because you know I'm a birthday girl. I like to make birthday cards. So I have these mounted on my blocks. I have some white cardstock. And I'm going to stamp these in Memento Black. I say Memento Black. Memento only comes in black. So if you're looking for other Memento colors, there aren't any. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that's inked up. And then I'm going to utilize save as much as I can on my cardstock. I'm going to put this all the way to the edge. Like that. And then I have this piece. Let's see if I have a little, oh look, I think this might work. I have a little piece of scrap here. Did that stamp good? Yeah, it stamped really good. Okay, so there you go. So what I'm going to do now is I am just going to fussy cut this. So I'm going to cut around, this is one of my favorite things to do, is cut around the words and make them look like they've been die cut, but they haven't been. I just did it myself. So just move your paper as you cut. Boom, that one's done. Okay, I'm going to put some dimensionals on that. Might as well do it as I go along. Put 3 dimensionals on there. Okay, now I need to color my peony. And so the colors I picked 2 colors for my peony. I picked Calypso Coral because this goes really well with Flirty Flamingo. So I picked the light and dark Calypso Coral and the light and dark Lemon Lime Twist for my leaves. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my dark. I don't know. I hope this is in good shape. I don't know for sure. Not so good. I'm going to use the other tip. When your tip starts to feather, but you still have a lot of ink, don't throw those away. Just use the other tip. This is like the marker tip. When I say marker, like a Sharpie tip. Okay, but it still works great. So I'm just going to add a little dimension to this peony. And then I'll come back with the light and blend it. Okay. While the alcohol is dissipating, I'm going to use the dark Lemon Lime Twist. Oops. And I'm going to come in with the dark. And if you're gentle with the tips, you won't fray them. I use them in classes and stuff like that, so they get a lot of abuse. So some of mine, I hate to say it, but they aren't in the best shape. But until, you can't buy a single color anymore. What I mean is you can't buy one blend marker without the other one. You have to buy a light and a dark. So I like to use all the ink out of them before I buy a new set. Okay. Now I think that's dissipated, so I'm going to go ahead and use the light. That's not in good shape either, really. I'm going to try to blend that. I guess I better use the other tip. I really like the feather tip, the brush tip, better than this side. But hey, girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. You want to use your markers until the ink's gone. I just really like the other tip better. That's just me. If it's just you using your blends, just, be careful with them. And I always say you want to store them sideways. You don't want to store them in a pencil cup this way, because then all the ink will settle to one end. Unless you want them to settle at one end. But if you store them sideways, the ink isn't both tips. So this is alcohol-based ink. I'm going to keep going over this and blending it. Okay, so the Memento ink will not bleed because it's an alcohol based pad. So this is the light. See how much better the brush tip works, and see how gentle I'm being with it. You don't need to press hard. You just need to kind of use the side and be a little gentle. Don't use this way. Don't unless you really have to get in a really tight area. All right, done. Now I'm going to fussy cut this. And the other side's going to look like that. And that's what you want it to look like, because alcohol ink will bleed through. And that's perfectly good. Okay. So I'm just using my snips for this. I don't recommend using the same snips on cutting paper as you do ribbon, because paper will dull your snips, along with glue and all the other lovely items that will gum up your scissors. So if you have extra pair, I would maybe put a little ribbon, tie a little ribbon on here, and then you'll know those are your ribbon scissors. And you will only use those for ribbon instead of like cutting paper like I'm doing right now. But there's no dies for this stamp set. This is a standalone stamp set. But it is red rubber. Woohoo! I love red rubber. And so there's no dies to cut it out. You need a fussy cut. Hope you don't hate fussy cutting. Okay, so now I have that done. And I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of that. Okay, so if whatever stamp set you chose, hopefully you picked one that has a sentiment. And you have one that has, maybe it's the same set like mine, one that has a focal point in it, focal image. Okay, so I put a lot of dimensionals on here because these are tiny. And I want to make sure it sticks. Okay. So I put a lot of little dimensionals on here. Okay. It's hard to get these off sometimes. Okay, there we go. Now, here's our card. It's opening this way. So I have to decide, oh, let me take these off too. I think I have to decide where to put my sentiment and where to put my, and you can do whatever you like. So you have your image and you have your sentiment. So I think I'm going to put, I don't want to cover all this up, but I am going to put a little bit of this on here. So I'm going to put that there. And then I think I'm just going to put this one, and I could stagger it, but I don't think I'm going to. Okay. Voila. And then I said you need a piece for the inside of your card, because I personally not crazy about when they're colored like this. So this piece I'm putting on the inside. So this is 5 by 3 3/4, but you could use 4 by 5 1/4, whatever you like. I like a wide border sometimes like that. So, okay, you can add embellishments if you'd like. I am not going to, because I think I see a lot going on already, and I don't think it needs it. But there is our card, and today, and I hope that if you make a card that you will share it. I would love to see your creations, and I will see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. My name's Trevis Bossler, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. Louis, Missouri. Oh, I want to show you the card. So this is a club card that we made, and I love, love, love it. So this is just a card base. This is Early Espresso. I did use Moody Mauve. I put a piece of Moody Mauve down. And then this piece of Early Espresso, right, with some white inside. I did run this through a cute embossing folder. I think it's called Fun. I don't know if you can see it. It's so cute. They're mini folders. There's 2 of them in a pack. And then I used designer series paper, and I attached this little extra piece. And then this I ran, and this die I've had around for quite some time. This die is, hold on a second, I'll share it with you because it's so cute. And, okay, so, okay, the folder is Fun Patterns. This is the folder. So, yeah, see, it's made for the mini cut and emboss. Then, Thank You is from Something Fancy, and I stamped that in Wild Wheat. Okay. And then this die is Sentimental Park. And Sentimental Park, oh, the one I used is missing. Okay. That's over here, I think. Yeah. So this die is so cute. It's just like you can use these standalone. I mean, so I cut it, and usually I would put it this way, but today on this card, I did it this way. And then I just took my daubers and I added a little color on there, even on the edge, and colored it in. So just giving you ideas of some cute card designs. This is a cute fun fold, and I hope you enjoy it. So I will see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you then. Bye.